It's Rome, and we back with another video. If you're at the house, put me in the big screen video. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's see if we can get this video to 1,000 likes. Now, honestly, I don't even remember the last time I got 1,000 likes, so I'm asking for you guys' help. Make sure you hit the like button. Now, today we're going to talk about another scenario. And I want to go ahead and say this. Why am I doing these videos now? I'm doing these videos now to help people out. And I understand that some may not look at it as help, but these are real life situations and scenarios that people are asking, what do we think about? So I'm gonna give you guys my perspective on what I think is right or maybe wrong. And I also want you guys to get some feedback on what you think is right or maybe wrong. Because it seems like nowadays that people are kind of making unwise decisions with a lot of things that they're doing. I know we're in a social media era right now, and everybody following and looking and seeing everything that's going on social media. So they may be doing some things that morally just isn't right. So that is the reason why we are making these videos now. So again, I really would appreciate you guys hit the like button and also subscribe. My partner's going to read the scenario, and I want you to comment below and let me know, what do you think about this? Comment below and let me know. We already here. Let's go.
Okay, so this first one it's got to do with Amazon Flex. So this person said that I had a reserve come through. It was offering a 4-hour block for $94. I'm like, sweet, $23.50 an hour is not too bad. So I took it. Once I got to the station, I scanned my cart and I started shaking my head immediately. Flex, you got me. 43 stops, 54 packages, which consisted of mainly apartments and 4 multi-location stops. But I'm a man of my word. So I loaded up my vehicle and headed out for my 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. block. And all I keep thinking this whole time is, man, Flex, you really did get me this time. So my question is, what would you have done if you got there and you scanned it and it was the same kind of block for $94?
First, I want to say huge shout out to this person. Whoever it is a he, right? Mm-hmm. Whoever he is, huge shout out to you. I really hope you're watching this video. I want to say huge shout out to you because you said one key thing. I'm a man of my word. And once I accepted the order and said I'm going to do this block for $93, I'm going to have to do what I have to do. Now, I understand that it is not going to be pleasant. It's going to be critical. I'm going to have to do some exercise, running up and down these stairs, going into these apartment buildings. And it's going to be from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So it's going to be pretty critical. But while you're out there doing gig work or anything in life, you have to take the good with the bad. It's not always going to be roses. Everything is not going to always be sweet. You might get one day when you go up there to do an Amazon Flex route, and that joint might get canceled. So you're going to get some free money. So this time, today just wasn't your day. Today just wasn't your day, and you got took up top. But I do still think you should continue to do the block because you did sign up for it, and understand that you knew what you were getting to. You knew what you were getting into before you got into it. Now, with Amazon Flex, for those of you who don't know, you don't know where you're going. You don't know how many stops you're going to have. All you know is how much the block is. Like how many hours it is and how much they're going to pay. Once you get to the Amazon Flex warehouse, that's where you're going to find out where you're going and how many stops you have. So, again, huge shout out to him for keeping his word. And sometimes it just be critical, man. It is what it is.
Okay, so he did have something interesting that happened that night. So this was just icing on the top of his cake, he said. So as he was walking up to one of the houses, mind you, this was 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., so it's a little dark outside. As he's walking up, there's a dog hidden behind a bush. He said at first it startled him, then he realized that the dog was friendly. So he started petting the dog and everything, so they were having a good old time. It was a black lab, and they were playing, you know. So then he put the package on the porch, took the picture, walked back to the car. Soon as he got in the car, he sees this puppy, thinking that this package is a toy that he just dropped off. So the dog takes the package and starts running around the yard and tearing the package apart. So he chased after the dog, ran around the yard, got the package back, took the items. The items were not damaged, so he put them back into the package. And then he tried to ring the doorbell in order to get someone to hand the package to, but no one was home. So eventually he said, I did, the no-no, and I went ahead and I just stuck it in their mailbox. So my question to you is, would you have gone that far as to go and get the package from the dog and do, put it on the porch or put it in the mailbox.
The no is put it in the mailbox. From what I understand, you're not supposed to put packages in the mailbox. I guess it's against the law, which I don't know if I agree or disagree with it. I need you guys to comment below and let me know the reason why you can't put packages in the mailbox. Now, as far as chasing the dog, I can understand. I can understand the situation. He didn't want the dog. He liked the dog. Him and the dog was kicking it. They was chilling. The whole playing with the dog and all that stuff. I don't know if I would have did all that because sometimes dogs can seem like they're friendly until you get close and they And then also some dogs are friendly, but if they see you have something in your hand, they might attack you. So this is something you got to think about while you're out there doing Amazon Flex or any other gig app. So he having a good time. He see the dog playing. He's running around. He got the package back. That was cool. Would I have done it? I possibly would have, man. If the dog was cool, I possibly would have. Man, give me the package, man. Stop chasing it around, though. It's kind of crazy, though. I do got other orders. I ain't got time to be chasing nobody's dog around. And I kind of shook my head when he said he rang the doorbell because you said that this is between 6 and 10 p.m. So people could be asleep at this time, but I understand the reason why you did what you did. And I also, me personally, understand why you put the package in a mailbox. I know that it's not something that we're supposed to do and it is illegal, but I can understand why you did what you did. I understand it. Now, if you get a fine, that's on you. But I think that a lot of times, this is off subject. I think that a lot of times the law is kind of iffy because I think it just really depends on the situation. Every situation is going to be different. Now, you explain to the police officer why you put that package in the mailbox. He may be understanding about it or he may not be. So you did take a risk to do that, but I think it was kind of a good idea, in my opinion. Now, I know everybody going to disagree with this, but that's just my opinion. Comment below and let me know what your opinion is.
Okay. And then, so this next one is, they say they just had the most awful Uber Eats delivery experience of their life. So they are 31 and they're disabled. So they tend to order Uber Eats sometimes so they can just have an easy meal because they don't have a lot of energy. So normally there's never really a problem. So this time the delivery time came and went. 30 minutes after the latest delivery time, I still didn't get my food. When I called, the shop told me that they had forgotten my order, but they're going to make it right away. So it took them 30 more minutes to get here. So by this time, my order's now an hour late. The delivery driver came to the door, and instead of handing me the food, he put the box on the ground and demanded I open the door myself to grab the food. He then started asking how much I was going to tip him. I told him I put an automatic tip of 15%, so in this case, it was $3.50. He started yelling at me and saying that I needed to tip at least $5 and that I better go in and change it. So I was like, but it was starting to get to where he was getting a little bit more aggressive. So I ended up giving him another $1.50 in cash so he would just leave. So then I went back inside. Once I was safe inside, I opened my delivery and noticed that there was no Uber Eats sticker on it like usual. And not only that, but the food was all raw and the sauce inside the bag had spilled all over the place. So I called the restaurant. They asked me to send them a picture. They denied that it was theirs, but I also sent them a picture of the receipt. So then after that, they decided, you know what, we will make you another one. I said I'd rather just cancel the order, but they didn't want to do that. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So the owner said they'll make a new one and send it out. The problem is they sent it with the same delivery driver. So this delivery driver comes back. He's cussing under his breath. He demands that I hand him the first bag back. So I gave it to him. And then he gave me the new one. But now they didn't include my drink because the owner thought that I was keeping the drink in the sauce, but the other driver just took it back. So I ended up calling the restaurant back again, and I asked, the restaurant wanted to send out a whole nother order, and I refused. Am I wrong for refusing another third delivery from the same driver when I was already nervous about the driver to begin with after the first encounter?
Absolutely not. You are not. I think you were in the right to do that. First off, we got to break this down. Huge shout out to you for putting this on the thread, because these are real life scenarios, and it seems to me that I understand that you're disabled, and huge shout out to you. I'm sorry for everything that's going on in your life right now, but don't let people do whatever they want to do to you, regardless of whether you're disabled or not. You ain't about to. I don't care about none of that. Don't come over here trying to check me, talking crazy, come into my door. leaning on me, telling me that I ain't about to give you nothing, and you about to move around right now, because I'm not going for that. Now I understand that some people be like, man, you just got to be kind. Certain situations I'm not going to be kind about. Certain situations I'm not going to be kind. You come into my door and you're being disrespectful, and honestly, you see this man or woman.
Well, the person who ordered the food was a disabled woman, and the person who delivered it was a man.
Yeah, you see this woman, she disabled, so you're trying to take advantage of her, and that's not cool. Hopefully, I would have been better for her son or somebody there to help her, because this happens a lot in the world where people just think they can take advantage of people and talk to people crazy and do whatever they want to do with them. And now, what happened was, not only did the driver be disrespectful and go too crazy and demand that you pay them some more money, not only did they do that, the restaurant owner decided he's going to push you around too. See, this is the reason why sometimes you can't play with people. Because the driver and the restaurant owner both did whatever they wanted to do to you, and I don't really appreciate it. I just want to tell you the truth that they did that, because that was out of pocket. No, they were not wrong for refusing another order. First off, I didn't understand this. Why did they have to give them the order back?
I don't know.
What is that? What's going on? What they got going on here?
Yeah, she just said that the driver demanded that I give him back the original order.
Whoever you are, driver, you out of pocket. You out of pocket, because that is somebody's mom, somebody grandma, somebody auntie, somebody sister, somebody cousin. That's a relative of somebody. And I will hope that you wouldn't want somebody to do that to one of your relatives. You was very disrespectful. And the restaurant owner gonna do what the restaurant owner do. But don't go for everything. I understand, man, that sometimes, I understand that this person is disabled and everything, but don't let people just do whatever they want to do to you, disabled or not. Because the longer that people get away with stuff like this, the more they're going to continue to do it. So that's what I'm going to say about that. I do think that it was great that you did say, I'm not accepting another order. Just run me my money back. I do agree that you should have done that. Yes, absolutely. But I want to know, comment below and let me know, what do you think about this situation? Was the customer wrong or was the customer right? And also, I want to hear your perspective about the driver and the business owner too. I want to hear everything you got to say right now. Comment below and let me know. Also, one more thing before we go. This video is sponsored by LogRock. Have you ever seen someone driving crazy and your heart stopped? If so, you want to get with LogRock. LogRock is one of the top 5 truck and insurance agencies in the nation. Not the city, but the nation. And guess what? You don't have to be patient. Why not? Because you can get a free insurance quote in less than 5 minutes. So click the link in the comment section below to get your free quote. Now it's back to the video. If you guys that is watching this video right now have any crazy scenarios, make sure you put it in the comment section, and we just might review your scenario, because I want to get everybody insight on these different scenarios. So make sure you stay tuned and stick around. We ain't playing around. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you lock in on the next one.